Hello and welcome to the Busy Crochet Vintage Christmas cushion cover pattern. We are going to be making this cushion cover, and I just want to show you the front, and then this is what our back looks like. Nice simple granny square, and then our closure is going to be just a back flap. Now these buttons are 1.5 inch buttons. You do not have to have something that large. I chose to go with that because these were buttons that had been in my stash for a while and I wanted to use them for something, and I also wanted to really keep my pillow closed. So we are working with a 14 by 14 inch pillow that you can pick up at Hobby Lobby, at any of the craft stores. Lots of times they'll be on sale. And so the basic construction is going to be a front, a back. We are not going to whip stitch any of this or sew it together. It's all going to be crocheted together at the end by this, connecting it with this cute border that looks like leaves. We will apply this flat portion actually before we sew our sides together. So, but we'll go through that all in the video. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what this project is going to look like. All right, and now I'm going to get these supplies out of the way, and I'm going to show you what kind of yarn I'm going to be working with. I'm going to be using my favorite. I love this yarn by Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to change up the colors a little bit so that it's easier to see in the video what we're doing. And plus, you know, I just want to show you that this pattern can be used for any kind of decor that you have, that you want to put just a cute, fun, frilly pillow in. You're also going to need some scissors. You're going to need a number 7 4.5 millimeter hook. You're going to need, this is an overly large needle. I wouldn't typically use something this big, but you're going to need a needle for putting your buttons on. I sew everything on with, and see, I didn't get all fancy in the background with this because it's on the inside of the pillow. So I use yarn every time that I sew buttons onto things, just because then it all matches and goes well. You can also use from those cute little extra pack craft packs. You can use buttons like this too. This is just slightly under 1.5 inches, or you can go with something like this. And the stitches that we're going to be using to make our button loops out of are going to be treble crochet. So depending on what size and what your gauge is and how big you actually make your pillow, you can sometimes get away with these cute little novelty buttons as well to hold it closed. You might need more than 4 though. All right, so we're going to get all of our stuff together and we're going to start working on this pattern. I wanted to bring up one other thing about the yarn. You are not going to need a full skein of any one of your colors. This is going to be a really great project if you want to do some stash busting, because the only parts that really use up a lot of the yarn are going to be these leaves. These rows are going to use up a little bit of extra yarn, but for the most part, you're doing mostly single crochet throughout the front part, and you're doing double crochet granny square in the back. So you can use multiple colors. You can use just a few colors. You can use one color. It's all up to you and how you put it together. But like I said, this is going to be a great idea for a stash buster as well, especially if you're looking to do something a little bit funkier.